Boss it.
Power Connect Show. Power Connect. Power Connect Show. Power Connect. Power Connect Show. Your reliable program that gives you all the information you need to know about the power sector, professionals in the industry, electrical products, government agencies, the stakeholders, and many more. Power Connect Show.
Here we are again this beautiful Wednesday evening. And, when Wednesday evening, when this time comes, every Wednesday evening, you know what to expect. Of course, it's your ever interesting program, your ever exciting program, the Power Connect Show. We are here, and you know that my name has not changed. It remains what it has always been. Ademola Ben Cranston Adegoke is the name. And of course, you know I won't ever come alone on this program. That's one thing I will not do. Michael Anko, the one you know as BB Banji Busari. Are you there?
Yes, present. Yes, right here in the studio, Banji Busari is my name. Of course, the rains are here and the weather is actually much more favorable now. The Lagosians can attest to that. I mean, the heat wave is actually...
We just have to thank God for that.
It's giving way to cool weather and Lagosians are happy. We are here, back at our duty post, and you can be very sure. This one is probably the most exciting one you have ever listened to. You are welcome.
You know what? Go nowhere. Don't touch the dial. We'll be right back after this short break.
Dear Ogbonge Eco Disco customer, I beg you, make you go our website www.ekedp.com/STS and enter your current meter number to check whether your meter qualify to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter qualify, we go holla you back. But if you not qualify, you fit apply for new meter and the EKEDC go return the meter money to you over time. If you experience any wahala, I beg you, make you contact our customer experience team through the email or phone we provide. This na public service announcement from EKEDC. EKEDC. Now we they empower the quality of life. Oníbàárà Èkó Disco wa pàtàkì jọ̀wọ́ lọ sí www.ekedp.com/STS kó o sì tẹ nọ́mbà mítà tó ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ síbẹ̀ láti mọ̀ bóyá mítà rẹ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sún sókè sí ẹ̀dà STS2. Tí mítà rẹ bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, a ó tún padà kàn sí ọ. Àmọ́ tí kò bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, o máa nílò láti forúkọ sílẹ̀ fún mítà tuntun. EKEDC á sì dá owó mítà rẹ padà fún ọ láàárín àkókò díẹ̀. Tó o bá ní ìdojúkọ kankan, jọ̀wọ́ kàn sí ikọ̀ ìrírí oníbàárà wa pẹ̀lú email tàbí nọ́mbà fóònù tá a pèsè. Ìkéde fún gbogbo ará ìlú yìí wá látọ̀dọ̀ Èkó Disco. EKEDC, àwa là ń fi agbára fún ìgbé ayé ẹ̀dá tó yanrantí.
As usual, it promises to be a very, very interesting edition of the program this evening. But let me launch today's episode on this humorous note. I was a witness to a road rage between two Nigerians, two people after eating each other's car. And you know how it usually goes. And they were, exchanging words. I'm going to deal with you. Do you know who I am? And the other person said, who are you? He said, I'm going to show you that I'm not on band A for nothing. Band A has become a new status symbol in the country. And that is to tell you the different dimensions that the announcement of the reclassification of customers into bands has taken. But beyond the different dimensions, what really does it mean? What are the dynamics? What are the things that you need to know about this band system, this customer classification, and how it affects electricity tariff? Go nowhere, because we have people in the house today who are going to break it down one after the other for you. And at this juncture, I want to welcome our very special guest from our proud sponsors, EKEDC. I have here with me the General Manager, Revenue Cycle, in person of Mr. Sam Edo. You are welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers.
And listeners at home. And I also have here with me, I must say, if you are jealous, I don't know, but he's my very good brother. You know, I'm talking of the General Manager, Technical Services, Engineer Femi Laoye. You are welcome.
Good evening, sir, and good evening to all our esteemed customers listening to this program.
Okay, we hit the ground running right away. There are so many things have been said, like the one I just told you. It has become a status symbol. Some people are using it to brag. You don't know me, I live in Band A, you know, I will show you and all of that. But that is, but Nigerians, so much has been said about this issue. But so many have still not understood what it is. What really is it? What does it mean? Who are the people who are on the different bands? What qualifies, a customer to be on each band? Mr. Edo, can you please break it down for us?
Thank you very much, the moderator and my listeners. It is important that we get an insight into the different bands that is in operation for us as a service provider. We have 5 bands: Band A, Band B, Band C, and E, all together with required minimum power availability to our esteemed customers. For band A, we have required minimum availability of 20 hours and above to our customers. For band B, 16 hours and above. For band C, 12 hours and above. For band D, 8 hours and above. And for the last band, E, 4 hours and above.
Okay.
All right. But I'd like to take this, I'd like you to take this further. Nigerians are actually curious. Yes, you have band A to E. What's the criteria for placing your customers into these different bands? Band A to band E. I think the General Manager Technical Service would like to take this.
Yeah, the criteria is basically the power availability. That's the duration of hours that each class of customers or bands supposed to enjoy at home. As my colleague has said, for band A, they are supposed to enjoy minimum power availability of 20 to 24 hours per day. Then for band B, they are supposed to enjoy 60 to 20.
Beyond the number of hours,
yes.
Are there other criteria that people will want to know? I mean that places that qualifies them to belong to a particular band, beyond the number of hours of electricity they enjoy.
Maybe Mr. Edo wants to say something about that.
Yeah, beyond this, there are no other criteria. The service duration is a major consideration for categorization of customers on the band.
Okay, let's also look at it. Let's look at the historical background to this, because many Nigerians actually do not know that it's sounding novel, but it's actually not that new, because way back 2020, the industry regulator, Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, introduced what has now been known as the service-based tariff. You understand? Is this an expansion of that? Is this an offshoot of that, or is it that the introduction of the service-based tariff in 2020 has not worked enough, and now this has to be done? What is the link between the service-based tariff and this latest arrangement?
The service-based tariff is the same thing. Service reflective tariff is the same thing as present band, service band classification. It was born out of the desire to make liquidity available to the NESI, why
That is the Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry.
Yes, supply industry. Why making sure that certain premium customers are given the desired attention in terms of service availability?
Okay.
This service availability is the crux of the matter that Nigerians are actually asking questions about. Now, the Band A belongs to the premium customers. Now, in what way has this, since the introduction of these bands, in what way has it actually affected the other bands like B, C, D, and E? Now, you spoke about the capacity to service all the bands. Now, help us, take us through what your experience has been since the introduction and the implementation of this bands issue. How has it affected the other bands? Has there been enough availability for the other bands?
Especially, we're talking about equitable distribution of power across bands now. Equitable distribution of power. Maybe the GM Technical Services will want to speak to this.
Yeah, thank you very much, moderators. For band, we are supposed to comply with all the band power availability, ranging from 20 to down to 4 hours, depending on the band that each customer belongs to. So, but Nigerians are today, we all know that the power on the grid is not enough. As we speak, EcoDisco is supposed to have power 530 megawatt, but as of today, as we speak, we are receiving 360 megawatt from the grid. So the first thing is for us, first of all, because of this new Band A and the cost of that money, we need to make sure that we comply and all those people on Band A get this 20 hours without any complaint from them. So, and also, just like the way you answer that it's not supposed to affect other bands, because the plans of EcoDisco is to also migrate other bands to Band A later on. So we are to comply and make sure that all we maintain all the power availability irrespective of any band that each customer belongs to.
You spoke about migrating the other bands into Band A. How feasible do you think that would be, particularly in terms of affordability? Those who don't have the ability to pay for more than 4 hours, do you think it's for business purposes, it's good enough even for you to migrate those who don't have the ability to pay for 22 hours into those bands?
Yes, there are plans for EcoDisco to see how we can maintain the normal power availability and also to upgrade them. Beyond the national grid, EcoDisco is also looking at bilateral arrangements with GENCOs, whereby we deal with them directly and buy power directly from them. Okay. So to supplement whatever we get from the grid, so as to maintain this initial power availability according to the band, and also go beyond that and also prepare additional leads for migration. We will also recall the initial stage of this program that 21 feeders were captured by NEC as Band A. But in the course of this program, we've also, as of today, I can tell you that the band has increased to 75. We have 54 for 11 kV, and we have 21 for 33 kV feeders, and we are still migrating.
Now, I know you are customer-centric utility brand. Now, how has your company actually been mitigating the effects of this low supply to other bands, since you have done all you could to actually satisfy Band A in order not to go against the NEC rule or NEC regulation? How have you been mitigating the effects of these other bands, B, C, D, and E? I know that in one way or the other, since you were supposed to get 500 plus megas, you are now operating with 300. How have you been managing this shortfall?
Well, as a service-oriented utility company, we ensure that other bands are not suffered as a result of this service band classification. one of the measures that we put in place to ensure that other bands enjoy minimum supply as specified by the regulator is to ensure that we maintain our network, we reduce downtime so that when power from the grid is available, we ensure that nothing will hinder the evacuation of power to our esteemed customers. So the major thing that could hinder the power supply to our customers is faults that may occur. So we make sure that we maintain our lines and clear the faults as quickly as possible when it occurs. So with that, we maintain minimum availability as specified.
I know you are itchy to ask the next question. Please, can we go for a short break? When we return, the program continues. It's still Power Connect Show on Niger FM 102.7.
Dear esteemed customer, Eco Electricity Distribution Company, EcoDisco, hereby advises you against careless attitudes in your daily usage of electricity to avoid electrocution. Electrocution is the passage of electrical current through a human body, resulting in death. EKEDC therefore advises you to be extremely careful when using electric gas cookers, microwave ovens, washing machines, irons, and so on when plugging in your TV, radio, DVD players, and stereo sets. Do not tamper with or attempt repairing your meter if it develops a fault. Invite a qualified electrical engineer. Also, this rainy season, to avoid electrocution or untimely death, be careful not to step on naked electricity wire or engage in any trading or business activity under high tension wire. For any electrical issues you have, call our customer care line on 0708 067 1170 and 0700 123 5666. EKEDC, empowering the quality of lives.
Yeah, earlier on, the GM Technical Services engineer Olaoye talked about the plan to migrate more and more customers to Band A. And Band G also talked about affordability, that, what if we migrate people to Band A, they are not able to afford the cost of Band A. But I can I recall that the Minister of Power said the tariff we have now is also has the possibility of even going down, that the tariff may, at the end of the day, become cheaper than what we have now. How realistic is that hope? You have anything to say about this? Talking about affordability of power. I know that Eco brand wants, to provide affordable power to all its customers. How is this to be realized?
Yes, thank you, moderator. This is one of our key role in the EcoDisco to see how we can whip power to our customers at an efficient and affordable manner. And one of it is that, as the Honorable Minister said, one of the key parameters in fixing the present tariff for Band A, which is 225 naira per kilowatt hour. So many things were, considered before arriving at this thing. And one of the major things is the cost, our exchange rate. The Genco do purchase all their gas resources through dollars. So, and this fluctuation will invariably or directly affect the cost of power. In the last few months, we discovered that dollar rise as far as 1619 at some point, and today we are $1,100, $1,200. So meaning that the more the dollar crashes, so the more affordability and the lower the price of the tariff.
Okay.
So, and also I mentioned earlier that EcoDisco is also looking at bilateral. And one of the ways that we are looking at is to talk to Genco directly. And one of those Genco that we think that Eco will make our power affordable to our customer is to deal directly with the hydro. Because hydro, it doesn't involve this is our local resources material that we can use and we do use to generate the power. So through hydro we can get a cheaper
Of course.
And also,
Okay.
Shipara Petali to
Okay,
Okay,
Mr. Sam,
let
Mr.
me-
Sam, it's
can
like
me
Mr. Sam
also
wants
be-
to.
okay,
Mr. Sam
wants-
also
okay.
wants to.
No, he has said it all. Exchange rate fluctuation is a major consideration because the bulk of our power comes from the gas turbine, the gas generating station. But like he said, the bottom line is the more hydro that we explore, the lower the cost of power. So as it is now, if we as a company we are able to execute the bilateral arrangement we are presently doing, it would definitely
bring down
force
the
down
cost
the
of,
cost of power.
Okay.
Since we are talking about cost of power and all of that, infrastructure is very key, central to the provision of this power that we've been speaking about. Now, in Lagos, for instance, particularly the Lekki-Epe axis, I know there's a lot of growth. What are you actually doing to upgrade infrastructure in this area?
Okay, thank you, moderator. ECO is doing a lot in respect of infrastructure upgrade to see how we can meet up the low growth within our franchise area, especially Lekki, Aja, Ibeju, Epe axis. As of today, we only have two transmission stations on that axis. That's Aja transmission station and Lekki transmission substation. And these two transmission substations are grossly overloaded. So what we've did as a company is to discuss with our partner, which is TCN, to see how we can break this bottleneck. Because most time we have power on the grid, and because of the bottleneck at the TCN end, they may be unable to wheel that power to DISCO. So, which will very also directly affect our customer and also our revenue in the DISCO. So, further to this, we also form a PMU arrangement whereby we
Project monitoring unit.
Yes, whereby TCN
project monitoring unit.
Whereby we come up with a TCN SLA project. What does it entail? This is to address whereby they partner with DISCOs to make sure they sponsor the TCN SLA project or the TCN SLA. Make sure upgrade the power transformers at all those locations. Not only Epe, not only Aja, not only Lekki, other places like Agbara, Itire, Isolo, and other transmission stations within EcoDisco. And as we speak, those projects are presently ongoing and at various levels of completion. Then to talk about the Ibeju axis, that area is, in fact, I can say, is the fast-growing area in Nigeria as of today. That's why we have the free trade zone and Dangote refineries and everything. So all resources are being deployed to that side. And how do we meet up with the power demands in that area? So we actually engage TCN, NEC, and also FGM Powerco, which is the Siemens, the current initiative of the federal government, partner with Germany to see how they can help us also upgrade our network. So the power upgrade is divided into two parts. Number one, the big umbrella is to finish the abandoned NIPP project, whereby they will construct the 330 132 kV substation at Epe, and thereby also extend 132 kV to Lekki Free Trade Zone and Okoba. So, but we also had a meeting with the FGM Powerco for their intervention to see how we can, on a temporary basis, to see how we can construct 132 kV line to Shapati. That's just before Eleko Junction. And graciously, with the support of Lagos government, they've given us land, and all the processes are ongoing to see how we can.
Great.
Okay,
I mean, it raises a lot of hope.
Mr. Edo, let's talk about the interest of, because we know that metering has been an issue in the sector, and we know that EcoDisco has been trying its best to bridge the metering gap, but then that metering gap still exists. And that now speaks to the interest of postpaid customers in all of these arrangements. To start with, if we have a postpaid customer in band A, how
is his interest protected in all of this?
Yeah, in all of this. How?
Well, we operate under a regulated environment with certain orders that allow us to deal with customers under Customer Protection Council. We have the capping methodology, which we are presently complying with as a basis to estimate unmetered customers. And apart from that, we also have.
Sorry for cutting you short. Because we need to break it down for our customers too. When we talk about capping, we are talking about the maximum level of billing that a customer can be billed, even if it's on estimation. Abi, is that what we are talking about?
Yes.
Capping.
Yes.
Okay.
Capping was just introduced to ensure that customers are not excessively billed. Customers are billed in line with their consumption pattern,
best practices.
Yes, consumption pattern as best practices all around the globe, while we practically pursue the metering intervention to every customer. So as it is now for ECO, we are embracing capping, and we are also using other measures to estimate unmetered customers, like load measurement. We comparing load measurement with availability and power factor. To
as a customer, let me just chip this in.
I wanted to say this before you ask. I wanted to say this. Beyond that, we are very, very conscious, because we track power that we will to every customer. Every distribution transformers that service customers, we have statistical meters that provide a guide to us to bill unmetered customers. In every distribution transformers, we have also prepaid users that are also connected. So that distribution transformers is helping us to guide us to monitor the power that we will to our esteemed customers.
Okay. Now,
lastly, an average postpaid consumer also wants to migrate to become a meter owner. What does it cost to obtain a meter, and is it even really available?
Yes, the process is seamless. The process is very, very seamless. We for every customer that wants to, we have MAP, Meter Asset Provider, as an intervention program by federal government to ensure that customers are metered. And for all the MAP applicants, when you apply through MAP and you're metered, the cost of meters are always refunded, over time through token. So meters are available for all customers that want to embrace that scheme. Should go to www.order.ekdpmeter.order.com. Then you will get the.
So please, if you have heard from the office mouth that if you need meters, please just go to EKEDP website, and then you will be guided, you'll be prompted on how to apply for meters. One thing we do not enjoy, that is never our friend on this program, is time. And the time has played its trick again today. We have run out of it. We do not have time.
They must assure us that they are coming back.
Of course,
because we not deliberately anyway. We couldn't take any call, and I know that an average listener wants to ask questions. They must promise us that they are coming back.
No, the GM.
Mr. Olaoye, Engineer Olaoye, rather.
Yes, thank you, moderators. I was actually expecting that we'll get one or two calls from it, but time is not on our side. So, and we are ready to come back or anytime.
Soonest.
Okay. All right. So that's Engineer Olaoye there for GM
That's the show.
Services.
That's the show today because we have run out of time, and next week is another time. And please make it a date on this program, the Power Connect Show. Till then, my name is Ademola Ben Cranston Adegoke. And Banji, you want to say bye?
Mr. Samuel Doho, GM Commercial Service, Revenue Cycle. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Engineer, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, Banji Busari is my name. See you next week.
Dear Ogbonge Eco Disco customer, abeg make you go our website www.ekedp.com/sts and enter your current meter number to check whether your meter qualify to upgrade to the STS2 version. If your meter qualify, we go holla you back. But if you not qualify, you fit apply for new meter and the EKEDC go return the meter money to you over time. If you experience any wahala, abeg make you contact our customer experience team through the email or phone wey we provide. This na public service announcement from EKEDC. EKEDC, na we dey empower the quality of life. Oníbàárà Èkó Disco wa pàtàkì jọ̀wọ́ lọ sí www.ekedp.com/sts kó o sì tẹ nọ́mbà mítà tó ń lò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ síbẹ̀ láti mọ̀ bóyá mítà rẹ lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti sún sókè sí ẹ̀dà STS2. Tí mítà rẹ bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, a ó tún padà kàn sí ọ. Àmọ́ tí kò bá lẹ́tọ̀ọ́, o máa nílò láti forúkọ sílẹ̀ fún mítà tuntun. EKEDC á sì dá owó mítà rẹ padà fún ọ láàárín àkókò díẹ̀. Tó o bá ní ìdojúkọ kankan, jọ̀wọ́ kàn sí ikọ̀ ìrírí oníbàárà wa pẹ̀lú email tàbí nọ́mbà fóònù tá a pèsè. Ìkéde fún gbogbo ará ìlú yìí wá látọ̀dọ̀ Èkó Disco. EKEDC, àwa là ń fi agbára fún ìgbé ayé ẹ̀dá tó yanrantí.